Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and the Spanish campaign. It's now December of 1925, and the Soviet Union has peaced out. They peaced out with America. We're just going to get a very small amount, 20 million or so. However, there's... Oh, Jesus. There's been quite a lot going on, so I think that means that there are currently no wars. Is that right? Yep. All wars are finished. The British are back. They are busy. They popped up back in southern England. They're now trying to take eastern England. They don't have any vessels at all. So their fleet is 0. They're behind on tech, so all that advantage they had a pretty big fleet before they collapsed. And their GDP is, again, not exactly amazing. Only a little bit more than ours, which is very, very slowly growing. But we are so far behind everyone else. US closing in on $1 trillion GDP. We continue to build the fleet, so I have mothballed pretty much all the older ships, and that has interested some of our allies. They've bought quite a few of our mothballed ships, which I'm fine with. We should have... Yeah, so we've got 5 Navaras on active service. And 5 Velascos as well. And we've got plenty of destroyers, including the new Villamil ships. In terms of capitals, we've got 1 Reina class finished, 2 more on the way, and we have the Bandera and a new one, the Rebecca, under construction. So we will have a small but modern fleet, and I think that's the best bet. I'm gonna move the fleet from wartime to peacetime mode. There we go. And our finances are terrible, so I'm gonna have to cut tech spending quite a lot. Because we're basically spending the money. Mind you, we do have a fair bit of budget left. Building 8 months. Can I sustain that level of loss for 8 months? That would be 200 million. So yeah, I'm actually going to max everything out. I'm going to let these ships finish construction, and we'll just take the hit on the old naval funds. In terms of the next likely war, it might be Russia again, possibly. Japan, however, has left the alliance, so Japan might end up being the next one, but it looks like it's going to be a period of relative peace, which means a period of me pressing next turn and watching YouTube videos in the background. So I'm going to break the episode here. I will be back if and when there is exciting action. Or if I'm building a new vessel, because we're into 1925. We're going to see in about 5 years, I reckon, some of our endgame hulls, which will be very interesting, although we already have endgame hulls in terms of the cruisers. There's still no sign, by the way, of the Modern Heavy Cruiser 2. I think maybe that tech that unlocks it for Spain... Oh no, it did trigger... Okay, maybe I need to go out and reload. We also have the modern Battleship 2. Interesting. So we definitely have new designs. Do I have a compelling gun system for this ship? Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got some interesting options. I'm going to have to think about that. There's no rush. We don't have the money for new construction at the moment. Anyway... So I will have a think and start thinking about possible designs. We do have 15-inch guns, so that might be an interesting option. But I will be back either when I've decided to start some building or when there's some news. Welcome back. It's now 1927, and I'll show you the state of the state of the world in a minute. But I think it's time to get some more ships under construction. We do have lots of hulls available, but our limit now is more to do with budget than anything else. So we've more or less finished the banderas and the reinas. They're more or less done. We have most of them complete, and I think we just got the second bandera commissioning. So because of the long lead time on capital ships, I do want to build... I want to get a new battleship design. I'm going to use the modern battleship 2 rather than the 1. The 1 is fine, but it's not a very interesting hull. And the 2 is just flat out superior in every respect. I'm going to try and build it on the minimum displacement. She can go 32 knots, which is very nice. Make her faster than the reinas. Might have to pull that back to more like 30, the same as the banderas. But I think I'm going to go with a compact battleship tower. These ones are nice, but they are very heavy and very expensive. And secondary tower, again, these two are pretty huge and very expensive. And there's a big jump between these two. I'm going to go for this one. With probably just a single big old funnel. In terms of guns, we basically have two options. We have the 15 and the 16-inch. They're very similar weapons. However, yeah, 16-inch has got better accuracy at long range. The 15 is... Sure, I might go for... 16 would be what I would want. Let's go with the 16s. Default length of 50 is probably ambitious. Oh, they do fit on there, but they don't superfire. The only thing would be if the 15s... No, they can't either. Give something like that. Basic layout. Now, 50s, we do now have semi-auto loaders. I'm going to get the turret set up first of all. We're still going to go for our Chupera Super Heavy on the battleships. Can I get away with a nose fuse shell? No. Yeah, rate of fire is too low, so we're going to shorten them. 43 might be a bit too short. Let's go for 45s. And then we're going to want some secondary guns. Yeah, there's not going to be mounting points for them, is there? Oh, there is for 4s. Okay, I should fit 2 4-inch guns up there. One looks a little pathetic. No barbette mounts either. Let's go one there. The hell? That's weird. There's a place they fit. I saw it. Yeah, one there. One there. And one there. Just a smattering of 4-inch guns. I get some 2-inch guns in as well. You can put them on top. I would love to fit one in there, but I think it'll interfere. Yeah, it will. Nothing on the quarterdeck. We'll have that as a... Well, it's not got a seaplane launcher thing on it, but... Yeah, we won't use the quarterdeck unless we have to. Right. Oil 2. We do have access to diesels. The only reason I'm wary of using diesels is cost, because with a Geared 2 turbine, we're at 177 million, and on a diesel, 190. And we lose the engine efficiency. So we're going to stick with steam. We will bring Orcs diesel for now. Might upgrade to batteries later. We don't have access to radar yet. Still too early. Now, armor-wise, I'm going to go over armor again. So I'm going to go with 2010 on the guns and an 18.9 on the rest of the ship. And we're going to go all or nothing. And we're going to go 9, 4.5, 2.2. So we have a nice, well-protected citadel. Still got a little bit of a forward weight offset, which can be tricky to fix. There we go. Put some 4-inch guns down there. The 4 inches... I wish you could armour the... Why can't I armour the front of these? It's so weird. Barrel lengths for the secondaries. I'll go for 4-inch 35s and 2-inch 55s. There we go. And we've still got 6% weight remaining, so we can go for enhanced range. And that's a pretty cool ship. That should be quite effective. Very, 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 very expensive. 100 million and a bit more than the Reyners. But this is the problem that Spain runs into in the late game. Your ships are stupendously expensive. I mean, not that that is an insane price to pay for a modern battleship. It's just, yeah. They're just getting expensive at this point. I'm pleased that I managed to get the 16-inch version. She's very much, she's not quite Iowa levels. Iowa would have, obviously, the 50 caliber 16s, but what was the one below that? North Carolina? something like that. Was it South Carolina? I can never remember which Carolina it is. But yeah, she's fast. She's got big guns, smattering of secondaries, well protected, and is not too enormous. She's only 10,000 tons more than the Rainer, so we'll save her, and we'll get one under construction, and that'll probably wipe out any construction that I might be able to do, but that's kind of the plan. We've got 3 of the Rainers. I might try and build 2 of these. 2, maybe 3. 3 would be good. But it will take some time to build all 3 of them. 16-inch gun should be fine right through to the end of the game. Same with the 14. 14, 15, and 16-inch guns are pretty decent all the way through from this point to the end of the game. Yeah, wow, that's expensive. Oh boy. And they take ages, 31 months. So yeah, we'll probably be building these for some time. It's going to take quite a while to get these constructed. In terms of the world stage, it looks like everyone's gearing up to attack the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union has been a naughty boy. Has negative relations with everyone, and you might notice Britain and France are there. Britain, I just pointed out at the start of the episode, but they have now retaken almost all of England, apart from the northwest. France has reappeared in Le Havre and presumably Paris, but the rest is up for grabs, still, or ungoverned, or whatever. And yeah, I'm basically waiting to see if we're going to kick off a war with the Soviet Union. They do have the odd ship floating past us. They don't have the world's biggest fleet, but it is, you know, there's plenty of it. So we should see a little bit of action if we block the Straits of Gibraltar to them. They're already at war with Germany, the United States, Austria-Hungary, and China. Our alliances, I've tried to disentangle us just to make things a bit more interesting. So we're still allied with Italy. I think that makes a lot of sense to be allied with Italy. But yeah, I'll be back if and when there's some action. And there we go. April 1928, the very next month, we are now at war with the Soviet Union. And yeah, we're basically forming starting to form another super alliance. Oh, China! I don't want China, man. They drag you into stupid wars all the time. Anyway, let's see if we can shoo away these ships here. We should have some stuff in Cadiz. Yeah, we do. Right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out how our ships are deployed. So the Rainers are going to go onto sea control. These guys are all going to stay in mothballs. We're not in a situation where we kind of need to bring them out. The 2 Banderas are going to go on sea control. So are the Navarros. You're all mothballed. I don't think we need the Piquet class here. The Velascos I want on sea control. They're all mothballed. The Guerreros, these are our second line destroyers. They can be on in being, and the Villamils can go on sea control as our front line. And now we're making money. Awesome. Given that we're making money, it might be worth starting the construction on more ships. Because we are maxed on everything, aren't we? Yep. So let's have a look at what the Soviet Union actually has 5 battleships, 5 battlecruisers, 14 heavy cruisers, 25 light cruisers, 33 destroyers. So they're more cruiser heavy than we are. So I think it's heavy cruisers we should look at. Now, I like the Navaras. I think they're a really good ship. But I want to basically take that successful design and up it, if that makes any sense. So let's go for the Aragon class. We're limited to 20,000 tons. Not that that's a bad thing. How big are the Navaras? They're 15,500, which is the top end of the modern heavy cruiser one. Oh, these will be basically British style ships with a weird tower. Okay. So we could go for that one. I think that makes the most sense. Yep. Unless we were going to go cheaper. Something like that. No, I'd rather have the... I'd go for a cheaper, smaller tower, but they're going to be huge as well. So this is going to be stealing right back from the British. So we're going to go for the 10-inch gun. But I think we're going to go for more 10-inch guns than the Navaras. So basically, copying the Detroit class from the US campaign in layout with the 12 10-inch guns. 10-inch 45s are probably going to be absolutely spot on. With a moderately heavy secondary battery of 5s. And I could bring some 3-inch guns. Now, or we could just spam 2-inch guns. Like so. There we go. Right, how fast can these things go? 29.5, so they're not going to be as fast as the Navaras. Which can do 33. So going to be a slower, heavier version. Interesting. So they're not exactly a straight replacement. They're a complement. Weird funnel setups on this ship. Stick with steam. Yeah, it's going to give us... Only thing is the forward weight offset, so I might put the funnel... I want to put the funnel back here. But it doesn't fit. The only one that fits back here is this one. That still gives me enough. That gives me an halfway offset, and it looks really weird. I'm going to go for this. I can make it work. I'm sure of it. 5, 5. Yeah, we're going to be close on this. Right, gun lengths. 45 is fine. Let's go for 40s and 55s. There we go. Armour. "14" would be pretty spicy. Go for a 14-12. No, we're way overweight. Way overweight. We could stick with the same 10-5 that we used on the Navaras. See, now here I'm starting to run into the issue of, is this really giving me anything over a Navara? Because this has got the same armour, pretty much the same protection. Yeah, it's got more guns, but it's overweight. So if I take anything off, I'm not getting anything back. So I think I'm going to have to scrap this design until we can unlock maximum displacement heavy cruisers, and then I'll try and build this again. And this is kind of one of the things about building in the campaign. You do have to stop and think, because I'm basically paying more for a slower ship. I might as well build more Navaras. Well, okay, it does have the extra guns, but you know, to get the weight down, I would probably have to go down to duels. And at that point, I'm building the same ship. Exact same ship. Still overweight. But yeah, I would be building the same ship, but slower and more expensive. So, if we can't build a compelling ship on the hull, then it is not worth. It's just not worth it. You'll just be paying through the nose for a ship that you that isn't more effective than something you've already got. And it's important when you're playing the campaign to keep an eye out for that. Yes, you might have just put all the time into a design, but unless that design actually does what you need it to do and is, you know, better than the ships you already have, then, you know, don't build it if it's not any good. The other thing we could look at instead is we could look at the possibility of a large cruiser. What is the state of our gun research? Out of interest. Oh, come on, game. Right. Here we've got the Mark IV 11-inch. If we go to get Mark IV 12-inch guns, then a large cruiser could be very interesting. We don't need to jump into doing battle cruisers, because like full-on battle cruisers, because our capital ship construction is pretty much taken up with battleships at the moment. So, yeah, I think we're going to hold off for now. But what I will do is I will try and shoo away that fleet. So, kiddies, what do we got? Go get him. Urraca de Leon, and bring Toledo Libertar. Yeah, just bring all of those. Go hit them. And we've got the Bandera here as well. Just see if you can do that. And we're going to move the fleet out. Well, I'll move a couple of ships out to block the straits as well. That should hopefully generate a mission. I'll be back next month to see if it does. Welcome back. Yeah, we've got a battle. But before that, Britain it's changed sides. They're on our side now. Cool. War makes strange bedfellows indeed. They have started constructing a fleet pretty aggressively. They've got 55 ships under construction. They already have a fleet that is well, it's only about a tenth the size of ours, but you know it is growing. And yeah, just the Soviet Union versus everybody. They do have Tunisia and Syria helping them, but we have a battle. Not at all where I expected. I was like, oh, I'll get that task force that was trying to come through here. And it's like, nope. We're going to go all the way up to the North Sea, where the Ballada, along with a couple of destroyers, have found a couple of light cruisers. Okay. Oh, Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. I was convinced that was going to be a battle against that enemy task force that was trying to come through the Straits of Gibraltar. No. Off to let's go to the North Sea. Nice to see the Navaras with their upgraded Mark IV guns. But you can see why with that heavy cruiser design I was looking at, I was like, well, what am I really getting? Yeah, I'm going from duals to triples on the weapons. At the cost of speed. And 5,000 tons and many, many millions extra. Not really worth it. Nice to see the Villamils. None of these guys have the semi-automatic loaders. We are due a round of refits, but I want to try and wait until 1930 before I do that. There's some other key techs that I'm kind of hoping pop along. Here we go. So these are the Russians' new light cruisers, eh? Well, there's two different ones. Very destroyer-like. Reasonable amount of torpedoes. No rear mount. Oh no, there is a rear mounted gun. It's just different. Interesting. Yeah, they're variants of each other. This one I much prefer the layout of. Interesting. Both with triple funnels. Oh, got a hit already? That's good shooting. Oh, nice hit. Half belt pin. Oh, when those things actually fire, they are pretty terrifying. Really? So much for avoid mode. bounces off. I'm getting a bit close here. Change targets the near side one. Missed. Come on. Good hits, turn away. She's almost certainly going to unload a torpedo into you. She fired torpedoes earlier in the battle. That's maybe the problem. Okay. These starboard side launchers that are loaded. Could have sworn she was coming in for a proper attack. A turret out in a moment. There we go. Sometimes retargeting will help, but it'll mean that that salvo is pretty much wasted. Oh, here come the torpedoes. She turn around to fire the other side. Firing up the destroyers, I don't mind that. Good solid hit on the Orikov. Ochakov. Oh, that's gonna sink her, surely. Yeah, there we go. And the Okotnik. Not long before she sinks either, I suspect. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Yeah, it just took a few hits from some 5-inch guns, but nothing too serious. And with that, I think I'm going to end the episode. A bit of building, a bit of light action, and a lot of stuff on the cutting room floor of me waiting between turns. So I will see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now. Oh, jeez. You're making it hard for me to make content, game. Hi. Brother Monroe here, welcome back. We have Soviet Union's given up. I don't want any of your crap ships. I can't afford any of your provinces. Fine. Give me a tiny, pathetic indemnity. I had sent the fleet to the Black Sea to, well, dissuade them, basically, from their nonsense. But apparently, they just wanted to give up. They didn't want to be at war with everybody in the entire world. And now everybody loves us. So the time period to the next war is going to be forever. So realistically, the next time I'm back, I will probably be either building something or it'll be the refit period in 1930 or something's going to kick off. I'm going to try and extricate myself from this web of alliances just because it's more interesting when everybody's not getting along swimmingly. But that's a random chance thing, so who knows? Anyway, I'll see you again soon for, well, hopefully some interesting stuff. Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Spanish campaign, because it's now September 1929, and that stupid peace that the Americans signed with the Soviet Union clearly was never going to last. We're now at war with Russia. However, everyone else is piling in on them as well. So all that work I did to leave the goddamn alliance hasn't worked, because now we're at war again. Oh no, America's not joined in. Fucking Americans. Right. Right, let's get the fleet out of Cadiz to block this. No, actually, we'll get the fleet from Malaga to block the Straits of Gibraltar. Wait, where are the Guerreros? Send them back. Cool. And then the fleet from Cadiz, we're just going to go head up to the Black Sea and cause some trouble. And hopefully, joke, hopefully we actually get a battle. The Victoriosa is still 13 months away from being completed. We are close to getting rangefinders, radar rangefinders. And at that point, I will start doing refits of all of our frontline ships. Yeah, I'll be back when there's an actual battle. It's the next turn. Just a quick update. We're apparently at war with France. I had not realised that France had sided with the Soviet Union. That's fine. They're already blockaded by the British and Germans, and the Germans are attacking them. I don't think they actually have any ships. No, they don't. So it doesn't really affect us that much. We still have a fleet which appears to have just sailed past Russian ships. We have a Russian ship right here. Go attack it. Task forces are still so blooming wonky in this game. Anyway, I'll be back if and when any of our ships decide to fight each other. Don't you... Oh my god. Okay. I know... oh, that's one of our mothballed ships, sure. I know that... I know it's not supposed to work this way. But... They finally got a war. Finally. Look, they got a huge fleet. Sure, yeah, let's have a go. No, we signed a peace deal with Japan. Okay, mentally Japan has an enormous fleet. Dear God. But, like, I want I want something to do. Oh, man. I want something to actually do. I want a war. Damn it. I need to make content. I can't make content just clicking end turn game. Sort yourself out. Anyway, I mean, it's good for Spain that we're not at war all the time. And a phony war with France is ideal because we can juice the money because, yeah, France doesn't have any ships. They're not building any ships or anything like that. So, yep. Anyway, I'll be back when there's something to talk about. Well, it's now October 1930. I did some refits, but I did them off camera because they weren't particularly interesting. But France has now dissolved again because the Germans took northern France. Bye, France. So yeah, we're at peace again. I'm going to try and get out of the alliances again. There's going to be a lot of stuff in between turns, but hopefully this is actually the end of the episode. This is a very bitty episode. Where not very much has happened, but yeah, weirdness. Really, I'm trying my best to get out of this alliance system as best I can, but it's just like, no, as soon as I do that, Russia declares war, and then everybody piles on Russia every time, and then they peace out. It's kind of irritating. Hopefully, however, we do actually see an interesting conflict at some point. By the way, Ireland is now completely independent. Wales seems to have rejoined the UK, which is a slight shame, but Scotland is independent. So all sorts of wackiness going on. By the way, if I zoom out and look at the rest of the world, there's all sorts of interesting flags popping up all over the place. With the two biggest colonial empires collapsing. However, Spain, we're perfectly content sitting on... Our GDP's finally starting to grow. We're still way behind everybody else. Like, look at the US. Just zooming off into the distance with a fleet of 800 ships. Welcome to legendary difficulty, folks. I mean, even Britain, who has only reconstituted themselves for a little bit, it's got 85 ships. We're sitting here with 35. I think we're doing quite well with 35 ships. They're pretty good ships. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.